Good morning, beloveds. Hope you got a good night's sleep. According to my Fitbit, I fell asleep on the couch at 11:15. Some of my neighbors decided to fire their fireworks. Like, it's the 4th of July. It's not, New Year's Eve. Why are you doing it at midnight? But, it is what it is, right? It wasn't too noisy in my neighborhood. And for the most part, outside of like a couple of people doing it at midnight. It used to be, I don't get the firework holidays, like why we've got to do them for Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, and I get the 4th of July, but I still don't have to like it. So it's like, do them at sunset when it's reasonable. All right, it is July 5th. Our title is Will. Our author is Ella Pomeroy, and it's from Powers of the Soul from 1948. Will and determination are not the same, nor does the ability to repress oneself or others indicate a strong will. Will is the ability to decide, to move directly in line with the decision, to enforce the decision, and become possessed of it. Will is people's tool with which they determine, seize upon, and struggle toward a selected goal. They long for power to enforce their decision and constantly endeavor to control their own life and others by means of their decisions. Will is God's power to maintain its own course through eternity. It is its power to enforce its own decisions. Its decisions are always impersonal, untrammable by individual demands, creative and successful. Will in the mind of God is an idea of decisive action. Will in people is the power to act decisively. Alrighty then. So will and determination are not the same thing. And the ability to repress oneself or others is not an indication of a strong will. Okay. Will is decisive action. It kind of gives you a whole new idea when you say, thy will be done. God's will, well, God's made a decision and moves in okay, so I'm going to have to think about this for a minute. Will is the ability to make a decision and to move in the direction of the decision. It gives you kind of a whole new idea when it comes to willpower. Because they talk about willpower, and it's not, white knuckling it and gritting your teeth. It's making a decision and to continue to make that decision. So it is a tool by which we determine, seize upon, and struggle towards a selected goal. She has this line in here where they long for power to enforce their decisions and constantly endeavor to control their own life and other by means of their decisions. And I'm just like, I don't know. Will is God's power to maintain their own course through eternity. And their own power, and its power to enforce its own decisions. And then there's the reminder that God's decisions are impersonal. And God's decisions are not affected by our demands, creativity, or successful. What? God's decisions are always impersonal, creative, and successful, regardless of the individual demands that we make upon God. This is one of those where I've read it and I still don't know what I'm talking about. But basically, the last two lines, will in the mind of God is an idea of decisive action. And will in people is the power to act decisively. So what willpower is, according to Ella, is the ability to make a decision and to keep making that decision. All right. So what decision are you going to make today? And what decision are you going to keep making? And that's one of those things. It's like, always choose yourself. Like when you're making a decision, choose yourself. Choose yourself above anybody else. Now, when I say that, obviously, there's this, it goes around. I saw it recently about selfishness. And selfishness is not choosing yourself. It's choosing yourself over others' needs. But, or instead of others' needs. Maybe it's instead of others' needs. Because you should always take care of yourself first. So when you are making decisions, choose to do what's best for you. Choose to do what's best for you and stick to that and keep making that decision. Now, when I say that, obviously what I mean is, I'm not qualifying it, but you can always tell when something's good when it helps at least one person and harms nobody. And choosing yourself, when you choose yourself, generally, it's like once you choose yourself, then you can help somebody else. So, act decisively. I don't even know how to give you a mission today. The mission today, should we choose to accept it? Well, that's it. If willpower is God's idea of decisive action, then our act of will is to make a decision. And so, yeah, the mission today which is exactly what I'm not doing. I can't make a decision. The mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to make a decision and to continue to make that decision. Now, that does not mean you cannot change your mind. With new information comes new decisions. And sometimes we make a decision and we learn we've made the wrong decision. And it is absolutely okay to go back and say, you know what? I made the wrong decision, and make a new decision. Okay? Willpower is not sticking with a decision that is wrong. Willpower is making a new decision. Okay? Decisive. And then acting on it. I don't know. I think this is one of those where I'm going to have to take it into meditation and act decisively. All right. I'm at loose ends today. I don't disagree with her, but I'm not sure I understand her. Outside of what she's telling you is, will isn't about repressing yourself. It is not about oppressing others. It is about making a decision. So that's my assessment. I'm going to stick to it until I get new information. Maybe I need to go read the book so that it comes from. All right. It's from 1945. Yeah. So you've got the mission. Make a decision. Act decisively. And I'm going to... And then the other one is the same mission I give you every day. To do something loving for yourself, something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself. I talk about self-care. I'm a big believer in self-care. Yesterday was exactly that. I had the day off, and so I did some stuff around my house, but I made sure to rest. Monday was busy, today's going to be busy, and I wanted to make sure that I rested. I don't do enough of that. I worked pretty hard, and so I rested. I did work on my YouTube channel though, so I'm almost caught up. Almost caught up. My goal is to get it caught up so that every Saturday I can update it. So that, yeah, I'll only be a week behind. Whether I'll stick to that or not, well, we'll see if I have the will. Okay. To act decisively, right? But I'm going to encourage you to act decisively in this love, kindness, and compassion. Take a deep breath before you speak to yourself. Okay? Take a deep breath before you speak to others. Take a nap. Take a break. Take a walk. Eat dessert first. Make room for joy. These are all of the same suggestions that I give you every time. Why do I give you the same suggestions every time? Because they work. All right? Joy is a quality of God. You deserve joy no matter what's going on in the world. That's one of the reasons why I use that throwaway line. Eat dessert first. Do I mean it? Yes. And I also kind of pondered why we don't eat dessert with breakfast and lunch. I mean, we do when we go out to restaurants, but you know what I mean. Dessert is strictly for dinner. No. Maybe I want dessert after breakfast. So, but what I mean is, don't save the good stuff. Don't save the good stuff. That's part of that self-care, to not save the good stuff. Make room in your life for joy. Don't save the good stuff. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, yes, you're so pretty. You can tell Foster's in here, and I'm distracted, so I'm just going to move on. Do something to engage your mind and your body, whatever that looks like for you today. Drink plenty of water. It's going to be in the mid-90s today instead of 102, but still drink plenty of water because that's still really hot. Hydrate. Your brain works better when you're well hydrated. And then that early in your day bright light, there's a whole lot of shade on my ride. So I probably get about 5 minutes of direct sunlight, and it's enough. And what I'm talking about is a hormone rhythm. If you will get about 5-10 minutes, somewhere between 7, sun coming up and 9 o'clock in the morning, you get that bright light, and artificial light will help too. It helps to reset those hormones. You'll have more energy during the day. You'll sleep better at night. And I'm talking about serotonin and melatonin. If you didn't know melatonin was a hormone, well, yes, it is. Yeah, I know you can buy it on the grocery store shelves, but it's a hormone. I want to think about that. All right. So please take care of yourself. I'm talking about a circadian rhythm. And I'm going to also, as I always do, remind you to open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you, you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us all the time, okay? It's all from the same source. We are all from the same source. You are from the same source. We are all from God, okay? Everything we see, it's all from the same source. It's, coming into manifestation and out of manifestation, but what is it made from? It's made from God. So what I'm reminding you here is that heaven is a state of mind. It is a state of consciousness. When you learn that, it's a superpower because nobody can take it away from you. Once you learn that heaven is not a place, but a mindset, a state of mind, and that you can create it for yourself, then heaven ceases to be a place that you have to get to and can become any place you are. That superpower. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding about that. And it's how we create a world that works for everybody. As I see the meme that says, don't let people pull you into their storm, pull them into your peace. When you learn to create heaven for yourself, then people, when they feel safe around you, when they can become authentically themselves around you, they learn to create that mindset for themselves. All right? As Ram Dass says, we're all just walking each other home. Be a safe place. Be a safe place for other people to learn who they are. Okay. And you can always take Emma's advice. Look for the good and praise it. I think I'm rambling today. Yeah, it's okay. All right. Jumping forward, we are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark on the social medias that we are on. I am the Running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. Like I said, I spent yesterday working on the Running Rev Ryan YouTube channel, so it's caught up almost. I'm almost to July. I got about a week left in June. So I'm hoping to catch up this Saturday, and then I'll catch up every Saturday. So I don't have time to do it every day. I would love to, but just don't, yeah. But on Saturdays, I set aside time to do that. All right. And if you want to know what's going on with the center, please email info@creativelife.org. It's a constant contact. It will get you on the mailing list, and then that way you'll know what's going on, especially when I don't. And the hot links are hot. So if it says click here now, it will either take you right to the information, like this soul session playlist. It'll take you right to our YouTube channel. Then you can like and subscribe and do all that. Oh. Sorry. Or it'll take you to the person to help you get the information. All right. I need a drink of water. I'm so sorry. Tom?
What?
Water? Oh, I'm going to, as soon as I can get a drink, then I'm going to encourage you to have. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonder-filled day, a cleaning up the fireworks day, a staying hydrated day, a making a decision day, a good day, or if that's too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough. Just as you are, you're a beloved child of God, in whom God is well pleased and well represented. As I like to remind you, you are a brilliant light, a divine spark. You are spirit in motion. You are God in action. Or as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, a godling. Think sapling. Think sapling. That's where that comes from, I think. And you are the representation of the God of your understanding. Are you a good one? It's always worth thinking about. All right, beloveds. I'm going to move into the process of my day. So I'm going to remind you, Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I will be back with you around 9 a.m. tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved, and I will see you next time.